Watch out, Commanders fans. The offense is finding its groove, but don't get too comfy. Did you know it's not just one running back carrying the load, but a surprise duo that could shape the whole season? What's happening behind the scenes is bigger than you think. And speaking of surprises, have you heard about the Commanders' new kicker? This guy trains in a way that'll leave you jaw-dropped. It's not what you'd expect, and I guarantee no one else in the league does it like this. Could this unconventional technique turn our team's fortunes in clutch moments? But hold up, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. While the offense seems to be hitting its stride, there's a silent issue flying under the radar. And no, it's not the red zone. If this isn't fixed in time, we could be in serious trouble when the big games roll around. What's the coaching staff overlooking? You can't afford to miss this. Hit that like button now and subscribe if you haven't already, because this video is packed with surprises no true fan should miss. And remember, hail to the Redskins. Let's get real, Commanders Nation. Are we finally seeing this offense find its identity? I'm here to say, absolutely. And it's all falling on the shoulders of two key names, the running backs. Austin Ekeler and Brian Robinson Jr. are doing the dirty work, carrying almost half of the team's total offense. But here's my question. Is this enough? Even though Robinson had a standout game against the Giants, rushing for 133 yards, we didn't score a single touchdown. How is it possible that with two beasts in the backfield, we can't get into the end zone? Listen, I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but there's a clear problem here. We have the talent, no doubt about it, but if we can't turn these yards into points, we might as well kiss our postseason hopes goodbye. I think offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury is playing it safe. He's relying on the running game because he knows Ekeler and Robinson are dependable. But where's the aerial attack? We're not seeing that explosive pass that can open up defenses. Now here's the deal. If we keep going like this, without touchdowns, the fans' patience is going to wear thin. It's simple, folks. Yards are nice, but points win games. And yeah, this duo could be one of the best in the NFL, but if we don't find balance on offense, we'll never see their true potential. So, Kingsbury, what are you going to do? Are you going to stick with this conservative approach? Or are you going to give Jaden Daniels the chance to air it out and really open up the field? And then there's the defense. Yeah, I know you're all frustrated with this too. The defensive line just isn't getting it done. Sure, we pulled out that 21-18 win against the Giants, but it was closer than it should have been. And I'm wondering, is it a lack of talent on defense, or are we seeing coaching issues here? Joe Witt Jr., our defensive coordinator, is working with what he's got, but we have to question if he's got the right personnel for his scheme. Because if we keep letting teams like the Giants stay so close, we're going to have serious problems when we face tougher opponents. So, what about the game summary? We won 21-18, but let's not kid ourselves, it wasn't the dominant win we all expected. Let's be honest, a win is a win, but there's a lot to fix. The defense? Again, not what we hoped for. The offense? If it weren't for Robinson and Ekeler, we wouldn't even be in this conversation. So what's next for the Commanders? Are we going to see a real evolution in this offense, or will we keep relying on our running backs' legs? I'm telling you, Commanders fans, we're at a crucial point in the season. If Kingsbury can't open up the passing game, and if the defense doesn't start wreaking havoc on opposing lines, we're in for a rough ride for the rest of the schedule. But I also believe we have the pieces to turn this around quickly. I'm going to get straight to the point because this news has Commanders fans buzzing, and rightly so. Austin Seibert, the new kicker for the Washington Commanders, isn't training the way you'd expect an NFL pro to. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this negatively, but training by kicking at a tree beside his house instead of using a regulation field? Is that really what we need to win games in this ultra-competitive league? I'm telling you this. When I heard that story, I couldn't help but wonder, will this strategy really work? Is this type of preparation enough to handle the pressure of the season? I think Seibert has something special. But is it enough? Look, Seibert isn't just any kicker. In his debut with the Commanders, he nailed 7 field goals and was responsible for all 21 points in the win against the Giants. Spectacular. Plus, he set a franchise record for field goals in a single game and did it in style, including a game-winning 30-yard kick. How rare is that in the NFL? It's incredibly rare. Now I ask you, should we worry about his unconventional method or just enjoy the fact that it's working? I think, as long as he keeps making those kicks under pressure, who cares how he trains, right? But hold on a second, because it's not as simple as it seems. This kind of training, where his wife records him and his daughter tags along, sounds quaint, almost like a family event. Is this really what we want from our star kicker? I'm telling you this. While some might think it's great that he's doing it with his family, others wonder if he's taking his preparation seriously enough. I think there's a balance between maintaining a routine that works and being ready for the brutal competition of the NFL. And it's not like Seibert lacks experience. Since entering the league in 2019, he's been with several teams, which gives you an idea of what we're dealing with here. The guy has been struggling to find a home in this league, and now it seems like his moment has come in Washington. Is this the kicker we've been looking for? I ask you, could this unusual approach be the key for to be our kicker now and in the future? I don't know about you, but I'm convinced that as long as he keeps nailing those field goals when we need him the most, he deserves a fair shot. Now, here's my final argument. Seibert has already shown he can perform under pressure with a training method that, frankly, no one saw coming. But in this league, where every detail matters, can we afford to trust someone who practices kicking at a tree instead of on a regulation field? I'm telling you this. If he maintains this level of consistency and keeps breaking records, I don't care where he practices. But if things start to go south, this will be the first criticism we'll hear from the naysayers. There's something the Washington Commanders need to fix, and they need to do it now. And no, we're not talking about the red zone. Everyone knows it's crucial to score inside the 20, but there's something else that's seriously concerning me. 1st and 10, that first down, is where they're really failing. How is it possible that out of 29 first down plays, they've only succeeded 48% of the time? That's less than half. I'm telling you this. If they don't fix this, they're going to be struggling to survive the rest of the season. And penalties? Don't even get me started. 3 penalties on first down. Those flags aren't just a drag. They're absolutely unacceptable. If you can't execute properly on first down, you get into trouble on 2nd and 3rd. And if you keep repeating that pattern all afternoon, forget about beating quality opponents. This is football. You can't keep giving away yardage like they did against the Giants. And don't even mention those bubble screens. 5 attempts on first down, only 1 worked, and that was in the 4th quarter. I ask you, why keep running plays that don't work? I don't know about you, but I'm seeing a pattern here. When they throw deep, they succeed. When they run those screens, they lose yards. It's basic, isn't it? So why aren't they adjusting? Why keep insisting on something that clearly isn't working? I think Cliff Kingsbury needs to take another look at those plays and seriously consider changing the approach. Now, I'm not saying they haven't done good things. In fact, the numbers overall aren't that bad. 6.2 yards per play total. That gives you hope, right? But big plays can't cover up deficiencies on first down. That's where the Commanders need to improve if they want to be competitive. I ask you, do you think this offense can improve on first downs? Or are we looking at a pattern that will lead to another season of frustration? Is this the team's Achilles heel? Comment below and let me know what you think, because this can't keep going on. Now, listen up. We can't just blame the coaching staff. Rookie Jaden Daniels showed courage under pressure, but let's be honest, he also missed some key plays. I believe that with the right mix of deep passes and more consistency in the runs, Daniels can reach his potential. But here's what I'm saying. If they don't adjust the game on first down, we're going to keep seeing a team that relies on luck and opponents' mistakes to win. We can't count on that. Now I ask you, Commanders fans, do you think the offense needs to take more risks with the passing game, or is relying on our running back duo enough to lead us to success? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep discussing what will define our season. And another crucial question, can we really trust someone who practices kicking a tree instead of on a regulation field? Do you think this unusual approach is sustainable in the long run? Share your thoughts below, because your opinion enriches this conversation. Finally, the big question today. Do you think the Commanders will adjust their offensive game on first downs to improve efficiency? Or will we keep seeing more of the same in the coming weeks? Share your analysis in the comments and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates about our team. This is your space to stay updated with the most relevant news about the Commanders. If you want to be part of this community and stay informed about your favorite team, hit the subscribe button and share with that fellow fan. Here, we're not just fans, we're a family. And remember, hail to the Redskins.